The old energy on your world and in your bodies is being lifted away from you now, and this is manifesting as a series of events in your personal and collective lives that are to take you upward and away from your lower patterns and habits. We guide to you that this will only come about if you are ready for it, and those who are not ready for it will soon be readying themselves to once again be in a suitable third-dimensional environment where they can live out their experiences as suited. Many of you, however, are now embracing the new fifth-dimensional Earth. You are embracing the new events that are to manifest that you have been told about through your various methods of getting information from us. We are as active as ever working to spread the light on Earth and working with our allies who are each and every one of you. Indeed, every one of you is working for the light in ways that are so majestic and wonderful, but that you have yet to fully grasp and understand. Dear souls of planet Earth, if you could even have just an inkling of the perspective that we have, you would see how much good for the light you are doing. You would see how much your work is helping and how much your hard efforts have paid off. Soon you will be seeing this in full manifestation on your world, and it will be a time so joyous, so wonderful, so heavenly and harmonious that you may not at first know what to do with yourselves. However, we will be there with you, helping to spread the joy, helping to spread the harmony, and helping you to become the galactic civilization that you know you are destined to be. The time ahead may seem a bit tumultuous, but at the same time we are going to get so much done for the Earth, dear souls. We are going to spread so much warmth, so much love, and you will all be in an immense state of appreciation when you realize that your lives will finally be harmonious and happy as you have always wished for them to be, dear souls. We know the time leading up to these events has been hectic. We know that the last stages of the dark writhing around only to be essentially transmuted on your world. We know this has been difficult for you to bear, for you to endure. We know it has been very difficult for you to see the news reports of same old, same old. We know it has been difficult for you to feel like your world is not changing in any way, but dear Lightworkers, it is. Many of you have been on this, what you call the New Age belief, for a very long time, some of you decades, and you have waited these decades as patiently as you possibly could, just waiting for a sign from the divine, from your mother, father, God, from us, that something was changing, that something new was emerging, that something different is finally occurring. We guide to you now that you are in the times where you will see these signs, you will see these changes. Dear souls, your hard work is to pay off. We ask you now to congratulate yourselves, but at the same time we must let you know that there is still work to be done. Many of our Earth allies, which is an ever-expanding group of souls that is expanding to include all of you Lightworkers, many of you are now stepping up to the plate more than you ever anticipated you would be at this time, more than you ever thought you would be when you were just awakening to us and our messages, when you were just awakening to the fact that there is something past this third-dimensional reality that you have grown more than used to. Many of you have pledged your entire lives in service of the divine, and we say this is good. This is what is needed for you and for your light to expand. You need to have a full dedication to us and to the light. You need to have a dedication to your inner spirituality, your inner divine self, because this divine self is bursting forth and helping you to create the new world you have so desired. We know it has been difficult. We know it has been a rough journey, but we assure you that we have been with you every step of the way, dear souls. We have been there, even when you could not feel us. We wish now for you to know how much we truly have been with you in your past, and in even your most recent history. We are with all of you who are growing, who are expanding, who are reading our messages. We are with you, and we wish you to know this. We have wished you to know this for so very long, dear souls. We are with you. We do feel you. We feel your hurt, your pain, your emotions of distress that serve to put up a blockade in your lives and teach you that there is nothing past the unhappiness and past the waiting. We have been there with you, and though We have what you could call a higher dimensional shield that serves to shield us from the most intense of your lower dimensional energy. We can still feel the sadness that pervades many of your spirit complexes. We can feel this. And when we feel this, we embrace your sadness with love, and we ask you to open up to this love, dear souls. For this love is great, this love is omnipotent, and this love will serve to uplift you more than you can realize at present, dear souls. We ask you now, when you read our messages, feel the pulsing that goes on in your forehead, in your third eye. Feel the opening up of your heart chakras as you read our messages and listen to our audio file channelings on your internet. Soon we will not just be on your internet in written or transcribed form. Soon we will be on your television sets. We will be on your computers, of course, but we will be on your radios. We will be everywhere. And it will be nothing like the 1930s War of the Worlds fear scenario that has been pumped in. Of course, many of you have probably heard that back in those times there was a radio broadcast that said that aliens were taking over the world and were destroying homes and killing whole families, and this caused many souls to be in immense fear of us and an immense fear of the entire idea of extraterrestrials or extraterrestrials visiting Earth. It was later revealed that this was only a radio broadcasted play made by a famous writer that many of you still know to this day. Dear souls, we wish you to know that that event occurred entirely on purpose. That event happened to install the very fear that is now coming up in many souls concerning extraterrestrials. This fear has only been acted on and further pumped out in your media and in your movies, but we ask you now to let that fear go. Many of you have heard that we will be having you boarding our motherships, if such is your wish, whenever we fully land on Earth, and this is true, but we wish you to know that you must see past the fear of alien invaders that wish to stump or trick you. You must see past this and know that we are your divine brothers and sisters in spirit and in embodiment. Though we reside in the higher realms, we choose to take on a higher dimensional expression of body, and this is the very higher dimensional expression of body that many of you will choose to take on. You will have the choice to ascend and let your body ascend with you into a new crystalline form, or to discarnate and further your evolution. Either way, your evolution will be furthered, dear souls, but you will have the choice as to just how this comes out. This is all for now. We love you all so very dearly, and we ask you to continue to anchor the light and the love. We ask you to continue to proclaim your love for the divine violet flame, your expressions of the Logos energy that is coming through you. We ask you to embrace this and not to embrace fear. When you learn to embrace the love, fear dissipates away as you integrate it as just one of the many layers of divine energy. As you integrate this fear, its very essence, its very being transmutes into the love that you have manifested in yourselves and on your earth plane. Thank you to SanJAsKa.